All right, let's go edit it and look at what we do for post parameters. I happen to know that there's another place in here that deals with them. If we look for capital post, that is not it. That is not it. If we keep going down, we will find it eventually. And this is the one we're looking for, where we actually take if we have a request method of get, we parse the query parameters. If it's a method of post, we're actually going to go through and we're going to build the same dictionary, but build it with the parameters in the form that is passed, the data in the post. So 482, we'll write that to a temporary file. And we were somewhere around 375 up here where we pulled off the dictionary. And we want to do the same thing instead of this line. We'll comment that line out and we'll bring in those other lines. So if it's a method get, we do the same parse we did before. If it's a post, we go through and we pull off each one of those. And we have the same required parameters either way. We actually have an extra print statement in here that prints out what the values are so we can test it with a post here in a second. And we'll leave this print statement in while we run another test. And we'll see how to get wget to send a post request to this. So save that. And we'll start it over here again. I didn't introduce any syntax errors, at least that's good. Okay, let's go back to our wget and let's change it to a post. Now when we do this, we want to take all the data out here, and I'm going to change this to minus post data equals quote. I want that question mark out of there, and we've already got something with an A title. Let's make this a B title. Okay, that'll work so that we can differentiate between the two of them. And yeah, as soon as we put that post data there on wget, it'll send a post request instead of a get request. Let's give it a spin. All right, let's go ahead and run that wget with the post request. Create issue, and there's the data for it. And we got to restart our server over here to... Oh, I don't see where it is. To get the new code that we put in. But there's the server running, and as soon as we do that, let's run this. And the good news is there's create issue. We got a 200. You'll notice that instead of it saying get right there, it says post. So we got a post request. And it looks like it ran. Let's see what we got for the output. Cat demo.out. That looks like a successful run for an insert, as in it said it was successful and we got back an ID. And we did it with a post request. I think we're ready to try this from the browser. And all we had to do is deal with, for the post request over here, the difference in how we do with parameters. So if I go back to the code and look at that one more time, and it's about line 380, I think, in here. Yes. You'll notice that I have this print statement that actually printed out the parameters one at a time. Title, body, and the value for severity ID with their names. I'm actually ready to take that parameter out, and there is my other print statement. We'll also take that out at the same time. But at this point, I think we can safely say that yes, we're handling both get and post request for this. And we're getting data inserted. We could do better validation of the data, certainly. But this is the core thing for here's a route, here's the end of your communication, here's the different methods, here's where, we get down to the insert statement to the database. And that's kind of it for that one.